if you've never seen Adaptation, I highly recommend it. It's funny and unique as usual from the creatives behind it. I also watched, like I said, a movie called Arcadian. Now, a lot of people right now are going to see Longlegs. Longlegs and Arcadian are both horror movies with Nicolas Cage in them. And I had been watching Red Letter Media. They did a double review of these movies. And the reason I watched Arcadian and not Longlegs is that they said that no one's heard of this movie. No one has heard of Arcadian. And it's true. I'd never heard of it too. And very few people have heard of it. And so that one intrigued me to watch it first. Plus, you could rent it already. It's already like $4 to rent. Longlegs still in theaters, so I might just wait for that one to come to be rentable. But I am intrigued to watch Longlegs. A lot of my friends are, it's a divisive movie. I love divisive movies. I love when some people love it, some people hate it. It's fun, makes it worthwhile to talk about. But Arcadian, I really liked this movie, and I think if you're looking for some kind of horror thriller type movie, I would recommend checking out Arcadian. It's kind of vague. It's set in, I guess, a post-apocalyptic, in the future, and they purposely make it vague. They don't exactly tell you what happened in the world, but they hint at a few things, whether it's like diseases or people start turning into werewolves or something. Like, they really hint at a lot of weird things. Like, there's a part in the movie where the two characters play a game. There's a one of the, so the movie's about Nicolas Cage. He's a father and he has two sons. In the movie, they don't even actually tell you if they're his kids really or not. But the dynamic is certainly he's the father and they're his two sons. So it's about two brothers and their dad, and they're trying to survive. But again, even their relationship, the way it starts, you're not even 100% sure if they're his kids or not. You see them as babies in the beginning, the first scene, and then it jumps ahead like 15 years or so. So now they're teenagers. There's a scene where one of the kids is with this girl and they're just playing this game where they're like, okay, in 10 seconds or something, retell what happened to humanity. And so they have to quickly do it. It's just a weird game they play. And so the things they say are weird, and it's hard to piece together what exactly happened. But they definitely hint at certain things. But anyway, the whole reason I'm talking about this movie is that I personally think it has one of the best new original creature designs and creatures, horror creature. A lot of times when you watch movies, they're kind of either bland or boring or, another zombie. But the things in this movie are very unique, both in what they look like and how they behave. And I also like the restraint the creators had with showing them. You don't really get a great look at them, and when you do, it's hard to explain. And I thought it was very cool. I think it's worth watching just for the creatures alone and how unique they are. But yeah, it's a pretty basic story of survival. Basically at night is when these things are most aggressive, and so you have to be home by a certain time, by sundown, and every night they just kind of lock the doors, they gate things up, and hope you survive the night. And that's kind of what the movie's about. And it also deals with, what teens might be experiencing at that time. One of them meets a girl who lives on a farm, so he's always wanting to go to the farm all the time during the day, but it's kind of a journey, and so there's some close calls where it's like, you got to get home by 4 sundown, that kind of thing. So yeah, just about this father and two sons trying to survive. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I had any specific notes I wrote down. Let me just double check to make sure. Let's just see here. Yeah, no, I just have in capital letters Arcadian. So that's all I wrote down. But yeah, well shot. I know some people complained that it was too shaky. The camera work was too shaky. I could see that. It didn't bother me too much. Other people complained it was too dark. That also didn't bother me either. But I thought it was well acted, original, unique, simple, precise. It was exciting from start to finish. I didn't think it had any lulls for that kind of movie. I thought it was very good actually. And so yeah, seek it out. It's a couple bucks to rent, and I'm interested to. I haven't done a lot of research yet on the director or writer behind it, but I'm curious to dig in and see what else they've got coming out, because I would like to see. I would like to keep paying attention. But that was it. Hey, thanks for listening to this clip of my podcast. I publish new episodes on the last Friday of every month at 12:45 p.m. PST for all premium members of my Patreon. My name is Cooper Bibo. I'm an actor, writer, and producer of film, television, and video games. Head to patreon.com/Cooper Bibo. You can sign up for free, get access to my blog, or you can toss me a few dollars if you want to support me and get special bonuses like this very podcast, or you can subscribe to my YouTube. You'll continue to get free clips and a brand new video every single Wednesday. So whether you like to watch, listen, or read, I've got something for everyone. I've also got a video game called Billy Saves the World. Please check that out on Steam right now. I've got movie projects in the works. I update all of that stuff in Discord all of the time. Again, the basic channels are free to join. Just head to patreon.com/Cooper Bibo to get access. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next clip.